All right, man, we're live.
Oh, Lord. Fire away, baby.
Turn the camera on. What's your name and where you're from?
My name is Memo, and if you want to know where I'm from, you got to pick a year. I've lived all over.
Okay, we can start from the beginning.
I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. My family moved to Kalamazoo, Michigan, from where I went back to college in Ann Arbor. Then I moved to San Francisco, Chicago for a little bit, back to Detroit, Key West, Florida, Puerto Rico, Charleston.
Wow. Yeah, Mello told me you were from Puerto Rico, but...
Most recently, yeah.
Most recently. So how long have you been living on the streets?
3.5, 4 years.
Okay. What's your favorite movie, song, or book?
Oh, God. All of the above?
And what are you reading right now?
Oh, it's called Futuristic Violence in Fancy Suits. But my all-time favorite book, hands down, is called Geek Love. Geek Love, read it.
Okay. Who's the author?
Oh, gosh.
I'm really bad with
I
authors.
forget her name. You don't know. It's it'll change your life.
Okay.
That, or also a Confedercy of Dunces. Top 10 list, always.
Okay. Song, movie?
Song, anything Jony Mitchel wrote. Movie.
I don't know Jony Mitchel.
You don't know Jony Mitchel?
Nah.
Oh, dude. Jony Mitchel. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Way too young to not Jony. No,
28.
Jony Mitchell was like God. Jony Mitchel was a singer-songwriter from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, till now. She just turned 75. She wrote classics. She wrote for Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Her songs have been covered by like Joan Baez. I mean, she's like, what's a song? I mean, she started out very folk rock, then went into more jazz, and now she's an icon. Jony Mitchel wrote They Paved Paradise and Put Up a Parking Lot.
Yeah.
That's Jony Mitchel.
Okay.
Both Sides Now. I've looked at love from both sides now.
Okay.
Jony Mitchell. So that's my favorite artist musically
Awesome.
ever.
Okay.
Or anything sung by Sarah Vonn, whose voice is the best musical instrument ever made on the planet Earth.
Sarah Vonn and Jony Mitchell. I got two.
Sarah Vonn is a singer. Jony Mitchell is a singer-songwriter.
Uh-huh.
Check her out, man. Look her up.
I will.
It'll change your life.
Mello told me Patches, and I actually just listened to that today.
Passions.
It's a song by, I think it's Creedence Clearwater, and it's really cool. It's got a real cool bluesy vibe to it.
I don't know it. CCR. Anyway, so we got the books. We got the
Movie? Favorite movie?
Oh, that's hard. One of the most moving movies I ever saw was a movie called, it's hard to find, called Pixote.
Pixote?
Pixote. It's from Brazil. There's one. It's about homeless people in Brazil.
Really?
It's like from 20 years ago. And they actually use homeless children in the movie
Uh-huh.
to play
give
themselves.
Them jobs?
It's devastatingly, it's a must-see.
I'll check it out.
That if you can find it. It's
Yeah.
really hard to find.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And what else? That was the one that affected me a lot. It's got to be like 40 years old by now, at least. I'm not a big movie guy, so that one hit me hard. Oh, Querelle.
Querelle.
Andy Warhol's Querelle. It's spelled Querelle. Amazing movie. It's got who's the guy that was in Midnight Express? Brad Davis. It's got Jean Moreau. Amazing movie.
Okay.
And it's so hyper unrealistic, but it's an amazing film. So Querelle and Pixote.
Okay.
My two favorites.
Those are two good ones. I've never heard of either of them, so I'm excited.
Well, I'm kind of off the beaten path with that, but that's
I
okay.
like it. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, hopefully more people will see it because of this, because they're both amazing.
Okay. Well, since you are an artist, who's your favorite artist?
Oh, I can't have one.
It's impossible?
Impossible. Impossible.
I understand that.
Actually, my favorite artists probably are not famous at all. I do a lot of work with kids.
Uh-huh.
especially autistic kids. And one friend of mine has an autistic son. He's actually a breakdancer in the park. You ever seen the breakdancers that perform at Marion Square?
Mello told me about the dancers in the park.
They're all my friends. We're like a little mini family. Well, one of them has a son who's very autistic. And so he really comes to the park with his mom because he gets all weirded out by the crowd. But if he does come, and from there, I will give him a piece of paper and a box of crayons or a pencil, and he will concentrate and draw.
Really?
Very well. So what do I have now?
Wow.
My new favorite. No, because I enjoy it more than they do. And I've learned more from watching. I mean, I used to be like a serious artist, like a painter.
Yeah.
And you forget how just to have fun.
Yeah.
Right? So use crayons, play. These are done with crayons. That's all Querelle crayon.
We put it up next to your face so you can see. The frame's pretty. Move it up, and then a little more up, a little more up. Nice. Okay, I can see.
No,
now.
but it's Querelle crayons.
Really, but that's beautiful.
I know, right?
Is that of someone?
It's of a friend of mine, yeah.
Okay.
These are all real people.
Yeah, I think.
There go Maddie. That man and I. He's the manager of a bar down the street.
Uh huh.
And he and his wife, I've known them for years. There was a situation once where there was a couple downtown, homeless couple, who I didn't know. I'd seen them around. Well, and they always had this dog with them. Well, one day the female of the couple came up to me with the dog and says, "I don't know you, but you kind of look like someone I could trust. Can I ask you a favor?" I'm like, "I don't know you either. What?" She goes, "My boyfriend OD'd, he's in the hospital. I want to go see him. Can you watch my dog?" I'm like, "You know what? As long as you're back by noon or whatever, I'll be happy to." Okay, the dog, never saw them again. I had the dog for 3 months on the street. Well, Maddie's wife fell in love with his dog. I can't have a dog. I can take care of myself, right? But he went to their landlord and said, "You know, we're gonna get they already have like 3 dogs, cats." And the landlord said, "No way, no more dogs." He goes, "No, that's all she wants for her birthday. What would it take to let her have this dog?" And the landlord said, "Another big fat security deposit." He goes, "How much?" He goes, $500. And Maddie said, "I'll pay it." Landlord said, "You would pay $500 so your wife can have a dog, a stray dog on her birthday?" He goes, "That's all she wants." He goes, "Get the dog." So on her birthday, he came up to me and said, the landlord said, "Okay." And he came and they named him Bubba. And they still have that dog. So we have a joke that we have a child in common.
Bubba?
A 4-legged dog. Bubba's. Anyway, that was Maddie over there. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress.
No, that's great, man. That's a great story.
But the dog came here. This kid train hopped from Kansas City with this dog. Now dog is looking great. It's a little, he's a coon hound. But now he's spoiled rotten, sleeps in the bed.
That's funny.
It's all good.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Going fishing with my dad.
Yeah.
Because we'd get up early in the morning. My job was to go. I was living in Michigan, where I'd be up before light. Suburban houses have like basement windows with window wells.
Like close to the ground?
Like almost underground.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they'd always fill up with leaves but there was always worms. My job was to go get the worms. Then we would go rent a boat and never catch any fish. But it was my time alone with my dad.
Yeah.
My dad is my hero, so that's got to rank up there. We never caught any fish, though. We didn't care.
What's the most beautiful thing in life?
People. Hi, boo. Oh my God, how are you?
What are you doing? HBO interviewing yours?
No, how you doing, baby? When are you going to Africa? Oh my God. No, turn that off because you got to hear this story.
Okay.
I know. I know something really cool. How are you, my love? You're wearing all my. I miss you horribly. How you been, baby? Mwah.
Good.
You want me to turn this off or you want to keep it running?
Oh,
Well-
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She is actually going to volunteer. Well, you tell him.
Just a medical mission. I'm a nurse, so I'm going to Uganda in June.
Oh, really? Wow.
He is a man of all characters.
I believe that.
Did you tell him about our date
Which one?
up there when I was like, do I look okay? Am I a butch lesbian? Oh, God, I have
No, it was the haircut. But this, her husband, by the way. So
Hey, how's it going?
It was fun.
You got a new bike? No.
had this.
Are we
He
going
would-
to go back there one day?
Whenever you want.
And I'll come prepared. I've never been to a drag queen show,
I know. I took her to Dudley's for a show.
Okay.
so I didn't know the ethics. I didn't know.
You had a riot.
I didn't know to have money, and I had my card that you couldn't use the ATM. It was interesting. And I was looking all LL Bean and.
You had a riot though.
Lesbian. Oh, guess where I'm going Saturday?
Where?
Stuart's getting his sister.
Say what? You gonna dog?
One of those damn little dogs.
From where?
The breeder that I got Stuart from.
Stuart is this mean, vicious little dog in a stroller.
He's evil.
No, he'll bite you, but they walk him in a little stroller. And dogs love me in general.
Oh, yeah.
Your dog wants to bite my nose off.
Everybody loves Memo, but Stuart loves no one.
Right?
Mama's little window licker.
Say what?
He said he's Mama's little window licker. So,
Is
the
that-
breeder that I got Stuart from, I went to his website and he said, hey, I'm retiring, I'm 70, not going to do it anymore. I've got some adult dogs I'm getting rid of. And I wrote him and I said, do you have an older female that would be gentle, because his back? He said, yeah, I actually have one. She ate a poison mouse when she was little, so it stunted her growth.
Huh.
Going to get her.
Well, a weird thing happened to me. A friend of mine, his wife, from whom he's been estranged. Oh, look at that one.
Oh, that's my spirit animal.
Well, my friend's wife passed away day before yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I never met her, and he's not sorry because they'd been estranged for like 14 years. But he actually, when she realized she was dying, she called him after 14 years. So he just was dealing with her but she's leaving behind an antique corgi that we need to find a home for.
There's corgi
She's-
rescues. Let me work on it. You know what I'm currently working
Dog is
on?
14 years old, but
Okay.
doesn't look it, doesn't act it. But her kids don't want it,
Okay.
and he can't have it because you might have met him, my friend Bob that walks with Bosco.
Yes. How about the woman who runs, who has the yellow golden retriever? That always talks to you. She's super thin.
No, I know, yeah. Oh, Leslie.
What about her?
I'll ask her. Now that you said her name, she'll be by here in a minute. It's
You
her
need
time.
to film Memo and the guy that they do Meals on Wheels together.
Oh, Sammy.
Because the stories, I can't imagine.
We have
the
so
Meals
much-
on Wheels stories?
Yes.
No, my friend's stories.
But Memo does Meals on Wheels. Memo participates in census. He participates in parades. He volunteers for churches. And you'll often see him setting up with shoes and things to give out to other people.
Every year we do that Christmas
On
time.
Christmas Day, he was at the fountain giving out to other people.
So
It's-
you're single-handedly setting the bar too high for everybody else.
Well, good. That's my job then.
Guess what
It's
I'm
my
doing?
calling.
I'm getting ready to go find Raymond to let him know I found.
Raymond's right around the corner.
Okay, well, I found somewhere that will take him. He's ready to go into rehab.
Good, because
I
he's
know.
up to like a gallon a
I spent
day.
the better part of my day working on this, but I found
You're-
a place.
Which place?
It's up in Monk's Corner. All I have to do is get him admitted to the hospital first to detox 5 days, and they'll take him without ID or payment. MUSC said,
If-
oh, he's homeless. We'll cut him a 50% discount. And I was like,
They ain't getting nothing
Well-
anyways.
yeah, I was like,
Do me a favor though. If you can get him to go, because he's going to fight you
well,
tooth
I'm
and
going to
nail.
talk to him right now.
He's going to fight you tooth and nail.
He has said he wanted to.
Yeah.
Several times.
I
Well,
think he's seasoned pretty bad in the middle of the night, and it's just too much maintenance, and he knows that his body is physically dependent.
oh, he's failing. He's going to die.
So I'm trying.
This is a last chance. When you're drinking a half gallon of liquor a day.
Yeah.
And not eating and
Last chance.
yeah.
Oh
You're a good
Please
woman.
Don't find any more birds. Okay. Last year, he had a bird.
Well, have you seen Terry
No,
and Nutmeg?
not in a while.
Oh, they're doing great.
I've got to help him get a tent. He said the tent's got holes
Hey,
in
boss. How are you?
it. He's a great artist.
Just drawing
Great
pictures
artist. Yeah.
with my new favorite art supply.
Hey, what happened to the watercolor pens?
They're right there. But now I'm having more fun with crayons. I'm going backwards. I started with oils and
If I knew
now
we were getting filmed, I would have brought the Halloween mask that he made.
So you're the Benjamin Buttons of art, huh?
I know where I'm going. I'm aging. I know, right?
Memo is
My-
so awesome.
Got-
That's a good analogy.
What was
Well,
it, his
because
artwork?
now
Was
I'm
it
using
in
crayons.
film?
Right.
I mean, I have every art supply on earth. See that?
Yeah, his artwork was
All
exhibited
Crayola
in
crayons.
Spoleto.
I know,
It's
right?
just
Look down
awesome.
Yeah, I can see that.
He is so awesome.
Well,
if someone
that one
gives
is.
him like a
Oh, that
card
one
for
is.
a restaurant, he'll
That's all
take someone,
crayon.
Get him food. He
That's a
works
freaking big pen.
crossword puzzles every
that's-
day to completion.
Crayola, baby. It's
I
whatever
think
works.
that's the least admirable stat
It
that
is a
I've
lot
learned
more
about him
fun.
so far.
He's never asked for
Yeah,
And if I asked him if he needs something,
I'm sorry?
Just draw before you.
that's cool.
Oh, those are
all right.
almost
what
all
if
people I
bring
know.
the
Hey,
best
yeah.
Nice meeting you guys.
Memo?
Yeah, likewise.
I'll be looking about the corner. Let me
But yeah, because I'm not sure what his schedule is or where the dog is in a shelter now. And he said, well, we're just going to put it down. I'm like, no, don't put it down.
go. Let me work on getting Raymond's place first.
You know what? I want a full report.
Okay.
Anyway, boss.
Have a good one, man.
You interviewing
I'll
him?
see you later.
Sorry?
What are you interviewing for?
I'm making a documentary on homeless people. Yeah.
I'm the victim.
You no victim, man.
I'm the interviewee.
That's what's up.
Boom. But thank you for stopping to say, hey, man.
Oh yeah, ain't no problem, man. I like your artwork.
I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Damn, Memo, you got too many friends.
He got to pull his pants up, though. Oh, I hate that.
That doesn't really bother me.
Huh?
But I can see how it could bother people, though.
Well, they don't know where that trend started.
Where did it start?
In prison.
Really?
In prison, they take away your belts. So you can either cinch your pants or button up, whatever. But if you wear your pants with your butt hanging up,
Uh-huh.
that's a signal to the other prisoners that you're available.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, wait.
That's a great story.
It's a true story.
Wow.
And they don't know that. If they did, they wouldn't do it. Oh, that's a sign like, I'll do it.
So what are these, what was that lady's name? I don't think I
Danielle?
caught it.
Danny, yeah.
Danielle was talking about the Meals on Wheels stories. Do you guys have some good ones?
No, it's like I said, the guy I drive with every day, his name is Sammy.
Uh-huh.
Well, when we start our day, he always has his music turned to full tilt gospel. It's always gospel music. He's a
This
very
is
church
8 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, between 8 and 9. But he's very involved with his church. Everything's a God bless, have a blessed day, this and that. But then when we get in the car by ourselves, he will tell me the filthiest jokes. He was career military, retired, and but now he does that for
So he does Meals on Wheels every day. And how old is he?
80.
80.
No, he's 80 on March 28th. So
Okay.
he's only 79. And I know his birthday and I forget my own.
You don't know your birthday?
Huh?
You don't know your birthday?
No, I just don't. To me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I have a phone which I get messages on, which I forget that I have it and don't turn it on, which really pisses my friends off. But
I bet it does.
on my birthday, late in the afternoon, I said, I'm going to see what's going on. And I had all these happy birthday messages. I'm like, oh shit, it is today, this is it. I didn't know it. To me, it's just another day. I'm grateful to have as many as I can get. I'll take 20 more.
What's the worst season of the year for living on the street?
Winter, only because when it gets really cold, and it can get very cold here, like below freezing sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard. But you don't know how to cope. But I would say the dead of winter, that's hard.
Worst drug on the streets?
The worst
Drug?
drug in Charleston, I don't do any drugs, but I have a lot of friends who do. Crack cocaine and heroin, which is all over. I've seen more people die from those two things than any other cause.
Yeah.
It's a scourge. Well, now the opiates are coming back up. No, the drug thing on the streets, especially with the younger people, is horrific. And they don't do it to get high. It's not for pleasure. It's to cope.
Yeah.
It's a medication. It numbs you from what you've been through. How your day is going is just to get so fucked up that you don't care.
Yeah.
They don't do it for fun. It's not fun.
Just to feel normal.
But it kills them. I've seen them die. No, it's a tragedy. And I don't condone it. I don't like it. But I don't judge it, because they come from places we've never been and don't want to go. And some of these kids are like teenagers. I mean, I'm grateful to have had loving parents, a good home, whatever. When I was coming up, these kids come from places, like I said, we'd never want to go.
Yeah.
And that's their way of coping with that. It's not about fun. When you wake up dead, it's not fun. Anyway, that's getting heavy now.
No, we can take it in either direction.
Nah, I don't care.
Okay.
It's just truth.
What's the best state and worst state to live in as a homeless person?
I don't know, because I haven't been to that many.
Okay.
I think it's just what you make of it.
Uh-huh.
How you learn. I mean, Charleston can be very cruel or very kind if you know where and when to go and what you're doing. But I don't know.
Fair enough.
Easy answer.
Yeah.
I admit it, I don't know. Which is a thing that our current president doesn't know how to say. Sorry. Had to throw one in. One punch.
What do you think of shelters?
I wish they would. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for friends that have been able to stay there. I just wish they could take more care of young people. You can't even check into a hotel in Charleston, even if someone else shows up with you and tries to pay for a room for you, unless if you're a minor, they won't let you do it.
Yeah.
So these kids, the kids are my priority. Adults, if you're in a bind, it's your own fault. There's no reason to be hungry in Charleston. The churches feed, charities feed. There are free meals almost every day of the week somewhere if you're hungry. If you want to, for example, today there's a church in Mount Pleasant. Once a month on a Saturday, they open. You can go get a hot meal, a shower, a haircut, clothing. If you know about it and take advantage of it, boom. But you have to be an adult, no kids.
Interesting.
There's nothing here for kids, nothing here for the youth.
I just met this lady, Ann. She's doing a story for a local news station on actually homeless kids in Charleston.
Well, the biggest organization here whose focus is on them is called We Are Family, for whom I volunteer a lot. But they're doing the best they can.
Yeah. What do they do?
They have a day shelter where they have computer banks, they have, again, showers, clothing, whatever, but it's only daytime. And how they fund it is they also own a thrift shop where you donate whatever you have left.
Yeah.
And everything they sell goes to support where their space is. And they were downtown forever, right up near 180, but now they're in North Charleston. It's a long, complicated story involving politics, and they kind of lost the place they were staying. The director of We Are Family actually quit after having been there for like 11 years, just so tired of the bureaucracy and trying to deal with the city and permits and this and that, to the point where she's burnt out.
Yeah.
But they're still alive. But We Are Family, check it out. they do the best they can with what they have, and it's not. They don't have a lot, but they do a lot.
Interesting. So what do you think the best shelter in Charleston?
I don't know because I've never stayed in one.
Fair enough. Okay, here's one. Who's the most interesting, or the meanest, or the saddest person out here on the streets that you've met? So it was interesting, meanest, or saddest.
Interesting is everybody.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
No, that includes. Hey, Forrest, what's up?
Hey, Joe.
All right, how are you? That's Forrest. Wait. So interesting is everybody. Meanest. Oh God, it's hard to narrow it down. I don't know. Actually, the man that Danny was just going to go help.
The alcoholic guy?
He's probably the meanest.
Oh, really?
But if she can help him, God bless her heart. She's amazing. Lovely woman. Retired nurse, and she does more for more people than you can imagine. People and animals too. We actually saved a bird together once. Anyway, so we got interesting, meanest.
Saddest.
Saddest? I guess that would depend on the day, because some people, I think sadness is something you choose to be. I believe you choose your emotions, you make your emotions. It's not a reaction, it's an action. If you choose to be sad, you're going to be sad. Or if you allow yourself to be sad, you're going to be sad. If you decide to wake up grateful, you're going to be grateful. It's all your point of view, to me.
Yeah.
So, I think if someone is really sad, it's their own fault.
So how'd you end up here from Puerto Rico?
Oh God, that's a really boring, long story. My father had passed away a few years back. His widow, who I didn't even know that well, moved here, having been here only on vacation, rented a condo online, and just moved here. Okay, part one.
From Puerto Rico?
No, from Michigan.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of something called chikungunya. It's a tropical disease, mosquito-borne. Well, I got it, so I couldn't. I mean, don't get it. It's horrible. It's very close to like dengue fever.
Okay.
It's a virus that stays in your body for life. Well, I was very ill. She was elderly and needed some help because she was having surgeries. She said, "Come to Charleston. I'll help you. Help me." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, that's how I got here. Was supposedly to. Well, I got back on my feet, got a great job. Ended up almost like taking more care of her. She had back surgery, and I think she just turned 80 herself. Well, she's gone now, but because of her, I ended up here. That's pretty much it.
So were you living on the streets in Puerto Rico?
Nope.
No?
No.
What were you doing there?
I was a bartender. I've been a bartender for 40 years.
Really?
I mean, like, professional career bartender. I've worked dive bars to 5-star hotels.
Really? Any good stories from bartending that come to mind?
Too many.
Too many?
Way too many.
What's like Puerto Rico like? What are the bars there like compared to the bars here?
Well, okay, you got Puerto Rico, and then part of Puerto Rico are two little tiny islands off the coast, which are so different. I lived on one of those islands called Vieques,
Okay.
where on the entire island there's not a stoplight. Some of the streets don't have names. Wild horses walk down the street
That's
during the
cool.
day and night in the middle of town.
That's really neat.
It's like a trip back in time. But the bars I worked in were catered more to gringos. So, but there's no such thing as a nice place. They're all dives.
Yeah.
But they're fun. Mine was right on the ocean, had a deck where from at sunset, the sun would set over the main island of Puerto Rico every night. People would come with their cameras and take pictures, lots of tourists. But it's so beautiful, so beautiful.
So you're doing bartending in Puerto Rico, and then you came here,
Mhm.
and then
And then
You've
I bartended in North Charleston
okay.
at the Embassy Suites Hotel. And I made way too much money. I would get bored. I lived like within, I could spit on the Tanger Outlet Mall from there. You know where that is?
Not really.
Well, okay, the Embassy Suites North Charleston is by the Convention Center, Performing Arts Center. It's a huge 5-star hotel.
Okay.
And they have a lobby bar, which is the bar, and I was the lead bartender there. But I enjoyed my job and all that, but on the day off I'd get bored and I would walk over to Tanger Outlet and spend way too much money on shit I didn't need to impress people I probably didn't even like. And I realized that my life was actually pretty shallow. I wasn't happy. So I just kind of ran away from home.
Yeah.
And I feel so much better now. I was a very selfish consumer money-making machine who had no soul.
Yeah.
Well, now I have no money, I have no home, but I got my soul back.
It's funny how those two things work together.
And I love what I do.
So when you came out here, how'd you adapt?
At first it was very hard,
Yeah.
but I found some mentors who took me under their wings. One was a guy named Big Animal. Big Animal was this big black man. He looked like a silverback gorilla. He would bring his Coleman cooler and sit over by the visitor center and kind of hold court. Well, he liked me. I'm not sure why. He's since sadly passed away, but if Animal is a friend of yours, nobody on the streets will fuck with you.
Really?
Well, they realized I was a friend of Animal's. I knew I was safe.
That's cool.
And then through him, I met a guy named Staff, who, again, he's dead. They're all dead. He showed me around where to get food, where to feed myself. So, like I said, it's my turn to give back to the people who gave me.
Yeah.
So when these kids come by, or new in town or whatever, unless they're so strung out they don't want help, I will tell them where they can get what somebody told me what to get.
Yeah.
We just pass it on,
Yeah.
pay it forward. No, but at first it was tough. But I ain't dead yet.
So, what does the mayor call you? The mayor of Charleston?
The artist of Marion Square.
The artist of Marion Square.
Actually, his wife did that, Sandy.
Really? So you make most of your art. You make most of your money through artwork.
Yes.
Do you ever travel? Do you ever ride trains or?
No.
No.
I mean, I've traveled a lot, but as a homeless person traveling, no.
Okay. How'd you travel before?
Oh, the year before my father passed away, I was in Puerto Rico. He was in Michigan, and as soon as I would save a nickel, I would fly home to see him, which was a long day because I would have to fly from Vieques to San Juan to Miami, usually to Atlanta, to Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
To go see him. It was
It's like a 48-hour flight almost.
What up, bro? It's my friend John on his mechanical
Did he make that?
thing. No, he has a lot of trouble walking. He's semi-disabled, so he uses that.
That thing's awesome.
I know, right? But it gets him where he's got to go.
Wow, that is a really cool. I've never seen that before.
I haven't seen another one. But I can tell you right where he's going right now.
Where?
Dudley's.
Is that a bar?
Dudley's is a bar which is... Okay, I'm a gay man, right? So I go to Dudley's because it's not just a gay bar, but a big, huge part of our community. And they have drag shows almost every night. But the featured drag queen, who's very famous in Charleston, they pay this, goes by the name of Paddy O'Furniture. But Patrick is the gentleman. Well, he performs every Thursday night, so he'll be there tonight. But every Thursday night, he does not keep, and they tip these drag queens like crazy. It's $5, $10, boom, boom, boom. He doesn't keep a nickel. He picks a charity every week. Doesn't even touch the money. Someone else does it, so he doesn't know. and donates everything he makes once a week to his charity of that week.
Wow.
And that's a bar.
That's crazy.
Name another bar that does that.
Yeah, not many.
There aren't any. No, that's like a home base for my people,
Yeah,
but everybody else is. I mean, it's so friendly.
yeah. It sounds cool. It sounds like a good place.
The manager adopted my dog,
Really?
and he's straight and married man, and his wife works there. But it's a real heart for Charleston. They do a lot of good stuff. Fundraisers, they raise money for charities all the time. And it's funny, the previous owner who sold it not too long ago is a man who I've known for over 30 years. He used to be my customer when I was a bartender when he was on vacation in Florida.
Really?
We
In
guys know
Miami?
each other, no, Key West.
Key West.
And then I moved here, I'm like, wait a minute, you're Jonathan? He was like, you're Memo? I hadn't seen him for like 12 years,
That was funny.
but he's since sold it.
Small
But
world.
It's a very small world.
So do you have any brothers or sisters?
I don't know. I mean, I do. I have siblings, but we haven't been in touch for.
Yeah.
They'd be much older than me. I was the youngest, so if I'm 62, that'll be my sister 70. I hope they're fine. I don't wish them any ill, but no, we're not in touch.
Yeah.
I'm not really fond of them.
They live in like Michigan, or is that where you last saw them?
Still there.
Yeah.
They're just not happy people.
So do you want to move off the streets?
I am actually in the process, now that I'm old enough, I actually qualify now for senior citizen subsidized housing.
Okay.
My application is in for our senior center here, and we'll see what, I would love that, because then I could get up and walk downstairs to work, because that's where the Meals on Wheels are headquartered.
Wow.
Same building.
That's like, it seems like a match made in heaven.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah.
But I did my part, now it's up to them.
So what's your future 6 months from now?
I have no freaking idea. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I kind of suspected that.
I'm always surprised.
Anything you want to tell the world?
Oh, I will quote my all-time favorite expression ever, which is, please be kind. If you can't be kind, at least be nice. If you can't be nice, be quiet. That's my mantra.
I think a lot of people could benefit from that.
I have a gift for you.
For me. I'm gonna hold it up for the camera.